Okay, I've opened to another window. So this very window, I typed Wikidata and search for Wikidata. You see the logo. The logo looks like this QR code, like this code. So whenever we want to connect a particular item or a particular article on Wikidata, we go to the search Wikidata, the search box, and this time around we want to connect WAPA to the incubator. So we search for WAPA. No, you don't have to. Okay. So the people at the back are we on the same page? Because as soon as they will start asking us to go back again. Those of us at the back, are we looking at this very page? Okay, okay. So we create a new window, a fresh window. Let's say we minimize the current page we are on. This is the current page we are on. Oh, sorry. This is the current page we are on right here. Wait, I'm coming. So this is the current page we are on. We minimize this very page, go to a fresh page, as if we want to search for another thing entirely. So we have a fresh window. Then we search for Wikidata, and then we click on the enter key. And then this is the page that opened under Wikidata. Yours may be another page, but just go to the top of your page, very top of your page. You see Wikidata by the side, you see search Wikidata right here. Then the item you want to connect, the one I want to connect to that very page is WAP. So I'll search for WAP, and then many options will come out. The one I want is not Jukun people. The one I want is this Jukunoid language spoken in Nigeria. This very one. So I'll click on this very one, and then it opens to the Wikidata page on WAPA. So right here, we will see how different languages call WAPA itself. So in English, you can see renditions as these very ones. But if there's one that it needs to be adjusted, you can edit this very page. As as far as you are registered with one project or Wikimedia Foundation, you are registered with all of them. So you can be able to edit Wikidata without creating another account. And if it says that you should log in, just log in with the same details you created the incubator's page or the MetaWikis page. So you can see this is the number we want actually. This very one by the side of Wapa right here. Copy the number. So once you have copied this, you come back to your former page. Come back to your former page. Are we there? Yes, this incubator page. This very page. Are we here? Let me finish with them. Mm. Are we on this very page? But which website are you on? What is the name showing? Okay, when I was doing this, you were not looking at the page. That's why you are not looking at the at the one when I was doing it. Now I'm done. Then now you are ready. So we can't work like this. Don't you work like this. So let's finish with them. Then I'll come back again one more time. Yes. So are you on this very page? Okay. So that number we copied from Wikidata. We paste it right here. So I don't know if your own is showing you like this. It's your showing with this code, this Japanese code right here, and this plus. Okay, this one is fast. Neither of them. We try to get I'm looking at the time because by the time we reach a particular point, you say time, time, time. But if I'm very slow, we'll never do anything. And today is the last day we have to do the real thing. Then to become very boring to everybody. Okay, let's do it gradually from beginning again. Okay, are we on this page already? But we know how we got here. Yes, this weapon. You know how we got here. Okay, are we all listening? Okay, so we will minimize this very page. You can also minimize on your own phone. It's easy. You just go to the top of your browser, you see that square, click on it, then you see many boxes will appear. It's as if the people here they don't understand it. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Maybe you can show them your page, the way it looks. So something like this will show this one. Okay, let me go back again to the main page. You know, there's a link in the Telegram. When you click on that link in Telegram or WhatsApp, it's going to take you to a meta page. So that meta page is our project page. So I'm going to go back to that very project page right now. So it's from that project page we got here. Um, so this is very project page that we started from. This very one. So this is the project page that we started from, and then we go to creation of pages. From creation of pages, we go to number one. Number one. Then number one, we go to please click here. Then we click that very please click here, and then it takes us to this very table. Are we here on this table? Okay, so from here we now click on work. That's how we got to work. Okay. Then we now minimize this whole window. On your phone, you see it pops at the top of your page. After the URL link, then you see your picture, and then you see a box. You click on that box, it's going to minimize. Click on any of those boxes. Not the recent one you just minimized. So this very one has to do with your own knowledge of your own phone, which I can't teach you right now. So yeah, so let's do it gradually. So I will minimize my own window and then I'll go to a new page. So this is the minimization. I'm just doing it right now. And then I will search for this is on Google Wiki data. I'll search wiki data and then this very page would appear. It will give me some many options. But there's a logo that looks like the one that we are going to use. This very one. You see blue, red stripes, green, blue. So you click on the wiki data itself. When you click on it, are we following? Okay, then when you click on it, then it will open to the Wikidata environment. The network is slow, that's why it's not really quick. So once it has opened like this, you scroll down, you scroll up to the very top, you see the Wikidata logo, and then you see Wikidata rating, and then you see the search box. So inside that search box, you type in the word you want to link, and the word me I want to link is WAPA. So once I just type it, you see options of items that have WAPA in it. Jukun people in bracket WAPA. This is not what I want to make. This is another different article entirely, item entirely. Then you see WAPA. This is the one that is dealing with people. Then these ones, there are another other things that are not related to what we want. But the one that I want is this one. So I'll click on it. Once it clicks, then this is the page for WAPA, the item for WAPA. And this is the only thing we need right now. This number is what we want to copy. That's every item you create for on Wikidata, it has a number, and that's the number you use to link anything you want to link. And we copy the number. How okay, okay, no, 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 it's not here. It's not there. Oh, sorry. It's not on this very one. Usually we usually have a separate program for Wikidata. It's usually in October or November. That's when we celebrate the birthday of Wikidata. So we use the opportunity to learn about Wikidata editing. That's the reason why but you get to know it later on. This one is just another way of editing. But you don't have to really do this one. Just keep on creating new pages. That's the major work. Myself, I can be able to edit and connect them entirely whenever you create your pages. So, okay, so once you copied it, then you go back to the former window, which is this WAPA page. Are we there? Okay. Is it showing you the way it is showing me? Language, this Japanese symbol, and then this place. Is it showing you that way? Okay, please click on it. Yeah. Eh. So this is the symbol for language. Anywhere you see the symbol, it means language. Yes. So just click on that very symbol, and then you see where you paste the number. Have you pasted? Okay. Once you paste it, you click on publish. I hope all of you are not writing WAPA. You're not copying the same thing. You copy the same thing. Your own article. Okay. You wrote WAPA here, right? And you went to Wikipedia and copied the true one. Is it the same thing you copy? Okay, let me explain this better again. You know, yesterday you were assigned article, and then you created pages. So that article you created, let's say you created for Atom. So you go to Wikidata, and then you know what Atom means in English, isn't it? You know what Atom means in English. Then you go to Wikidata and search for the English term. What is atom? Because in Tyap it means moving. What does atom mean? Atom. Okay, here. Atom. Here. Okay, here. Okay. So if you created, for example, you created for atom, you go to Wikidata and search for ear, E-A-R, not the Jukun word. You search for the English word. You search for yes, you search for child in Wikidata. Okay, you search for your own article you created yesterday. So you will see language, and then you see mine have already listed this, so it will not appear again. But you can do it manually. The manual one, you have to use your exercise book, write it down. Let me show you how to do it manually. Get your exercise book and your pen. How to link your Wikidata ID.
So I think he's saying you say it and it will be. And that is why we all have exercise. This is more like a lecture. Yes. Yeah, and those things, especially when you write it down. You're not writing, you're not computer, right? So you're writing, especially on food like every like, feel like this event, you feel like this is right. So that when you go back to it, send it back. Yeah. That's why you send and the papers and then
Okay, so this is how to link your own article Wapan in the Wapan language to any other language that has the same thing to Wikidata. So it's either you go to this very place and click on this language and then you paste that very code, you copy it, or you do it manually. And this is how you do it manually. You go to edit or your pen tool. Once you click on the pen tool, or rather the very last one right here, the pen tool of Amuji, the very last thing that is down there, go to the pen tool of it and go to the bottom of your page, the total bottom of it, the very bottom of your page. Can we see this very page? Can we all see this very?
I think we are lost.
This is exactly the way to show you your phone. Exactly. Because mine is using mobile phone interface right now. It's exactly the same. Okay, so you go to the very bottom of your page. You are familiar with pen tool by now. So whenever you want to edit, you go to the pen tool. So that's very pen tool. Click on pen tool, the last one. Then you go to the very bottom of the page, and then you have to add square bracket. I mean, curly brackets. You may have seen this kind of bracket before. Yeah, this very that is for open. And then in capital letters, you put inter wiki. Are we done there? Are we written it down? Okay. So if you are going to the bottom, very bottom of your page, total bottom of your page, this is how to get to the bottom again. So let's assume that your page is very long and it has a lot of sub headings. My own has two subheadings, one, two, one for Atwitwi and one for Amuji. So I'll go to the one for the Amuji, the very last one. And some people they don't even have a sub. So they'll just go to the very top, edit here. But the very last pen tool of your own article is the one you go to. Then you click on it. Then you go to the very bottom, very bottom, very bottom. Maybe you give one line extra. You can see where my cursor is blinking. Can you see it? Can you see it? This is my own page, Wapa. This one is being written. You write it down. You are writing it down manually. You want to impute it manually. Wikidata. So you you type in two curly brackets like this, two curly bracket. You put in capital letter interwiki. Then you put a pipe. This very straight slash is called a pipe. The pipe, Pipe. Then you type in your number that you copy from Wikidata. Then you close it with two curly brackets. That's the end. Once I publish this, then it has shown that, or it will show that I have connected it to Wikidata. And then you see that this very place, by the time I click on languages now, it will show all the language that have translated Wapa language to their own language. So you see English is showing Wapa language, Tyap is showing Alien Wapa, Swahili is showing Kiwapa, Piedmontese is showing Lenga Wapa, and then Tokche is showing Wapa Dile. So these are the only languages that have translated the article Wapa to their own language. So if you open to Kiswahili, you see what is written about Wapa. This is their own translation. And then this is the Tiap translation. So for the case of the Tiap language, we only have one language code for 7 dialects, like Jukun, that has about almost every language has a language code. So all of them can be able to have a Wikipedia, but for these ones, they can't have Wikipedia. This six you are seeing in red color. So we have a template that we translate all of individually. So if we write in this very dialect, we can also translate to this phantom dialect or rural dialect or Sholo dialect on the same page. So now this is the box we want to add right now. It's also a Wikidata box. This very box we have not added it yet, but we'll add it right now. But we'll have to create two programs. We call them templates. But not to worry, we only create it once. You don't have to create it yourselves. So let's go back to the page. Welcome. So if you want to add that Wikidata box, this is how to do it. You can also write this one down because this is the one you would always be using. You go to the pen tool at the very top of your page. Where your article starts, where your article starts, you push this one down and then you put two copy brackets. And then you type data box and then you put a pipe and then you put item and then you put equal to and then you put the code from Wikidata and then you close it. The only thing you need to be changing here is this QR code. That one is different. That one is to connect you to other languages that have the same article. But this one is to give you the data box. Whatever information is in Wikidata about Wapa will show on this very page. It's two things very well. But if you are If you have copied the code before, you don't have to do it again. Just go to the bottom of your page. You see the code there. Just copy the code and then type this very code you are seeing that I just wrote. These are the only two codes we are going to be using. They are not much. Just copy and paste. Change whatever is inside. Once this one is done, I'll publish it. Have we written this one down? Have we written this one down? Please write it down in 30 seconds. And please remember, this is the only thing that changes in this very course. It only according to the number of your own entry or the number of your own article. Because the number for WAPA is not the same thing for Atom, it's not the same thing for for one. So once you are done with this, you publish it. So now you see the way it is looking, it is in red color. It's not displaying well because we need to create those templates. So we'll create this template now, but after creating it, you don't have to create it again. Never again. Hmm. So let's create it now. This is how to do it. In case tomorrow Jukun Takun want to create their Wikipedia, let's have the hope that the people from WAPA will be the ones to help them to create their own Wikipedia. So that's how you take it around the Jukun until everyone has Wikipedia. So we search for we search for this very one. The website we're on right now is called Wikimedia Incubator. So the language code for WAPA is JUK, but I'll search for another language that already has this data box information in it already. One of those languages is the Hiam language. The language code is JEB. I'll paste whatever I have, but I'll change the language code to JAB, and then I'll copy whatever they have there. I'll search, open, edit, copy, and then come back to WordPress page. And then I'll click on the red writing and then click on create page. I'm not even showing this screen. Then I'll paste whatever I copied and then change the language code from JEB to JUK. Then publish it. Once this one is done, there's one more article, one more I need to copy from that very website also. It's a module, templates modules. Remember, templates modules, there are two of them. The module you don't see is that's the key program, and then the template is what you see. So I'll still copy what is required to do. I'll type my own module and then paste the code for JEP and then search for this very one and copy is inside. You can see everything is very language right in the module. copy, highlight, copy. And remember, when we have the Jukun Wikipedia published, there are going to be like hundreds or thousands of these modules and templates that will be created, added to the Jukun Wikipedia. The Tyap Wikipedia was created in 2022, but up to now we are still creating modules and templates. There are many. And so some of us will still have to, you don't have to think about it much. You don't have to know about programming language. Any person can be able to do it. Like in one of the projects we are doing currently, there's an elderly man from the Netherlands. He doesn't have any background in engineering or any like language. He's not even a linguist. What's Marcus? He's like a psychologist or something. So he just like got interested in making sure that the language is written online. So right now he's the only one that is editing their dictionary, like mainly editing it. So he just taught himself how to not do try and error, try and error. Right now he creates templates, he creates modules. He never went to primary one for programming before. And he should be in his close to 60 years old or about more than 60 years old. So age is not a barrier for anything, and even what you study is not a barrier. Like all of us that you are seeing here, none of us study language, not even me. But I've been studying language privately. So it's not about what you study, it's about your interest. This very template, we will still go back. There's another way of, we are going to go back to the main home page right now. We cannot create it right. We can, yes, actually we can. So I will search for this very template right here. But then I have to change my interface to, so everything you are seeing now would look like magic, but it's not magic. It's easy. You will learn it gradually. So the template, the module has been created, the template has been created, and then we'll come back to our home page. So this is what everything has changed right now. You can see this very book that was not there before. It's now going to be showing. So now, whenever you add that very code at the top, it's always going to show you this box. So if your own is not showing right now, do it and refresh the page to show you the box, this very box, your own article. So let's pick one more example so that you understand better. Let's pick Ukari. This is Ukari. I want to add Wikidata box to Ukari. What I will do right now is go to edit source. Let me change it to mobile so that it will look like the way it shows on your own phone. I'll go to edit, click on edit on the pen tool. This is Ukari. It has no sub pages. Now I want to connect it to other languages that have Ukari. I'll put this very copy bracket, open and close, interwiki, and then pipe, remaining the QR code from Wikidata. Then I'll go to Wikidata. and then I'll search for Ukari, and then many options came out. Ukari local government, Ukari federation, Ukari 2, Ukari 1. But this is the one I want, Ukari local government. Yeah. Then I'll copy the QR code, copy it, then go back to my incubator page, and then I'll paste the code, then I'll publish. So automatically I can now be able to read in other languages that have written the article of Ukari. All of them like this. They are about 50 people. Then now I want to add the data box. I'll go to edit or the pen tool, then to the top of this very page. You can see there are difference. One of them is at the very bottom, the other one is at the very top. Then open and close data box. Five item equals to then the number. It is same code. This one here and this one here, they are all the same. Once I publish this one, it's going to show me a box. You can see these are the information about the carry that's on Wikidata that shows here. In Africa, in Nigeria, in Taraba, the time zone, coordinates. You can see more information. And if you want to go to Wikidata from this very page, now that you have linked it, all you need to go to these three vertical dots at this very where you see more, click on it, and then go down. You see Wikidata item. Then you click on Wikidata item. It's going to take you to Wikidata. It's Wikidata now. You can see this the entire information about Kari. But we're supposed to have Wikipedia and then JUK right here. But we cannot be able to have JUK right here now because Jukun Wikipedia is yet to be on the website. But by the time it is approved and it is launched, then we'll come back to this very place and then click on edit and then go down and then type JUK and then we type Ukari UKARI. But now we can't do that. But for Ju has not connected it yet. So Ju can now connect Ukari, but Ju doesn't have any article yet on Ukari, so we can't connect what is not existing. So assuming it is there, we add it and then we click on publish, and then it is published. So you can connect your own pages to Wikidata right now. Are we still confused? Mhm. Don't worry. Pick another page and create. Pick another article, or should we share the same? We share it. Just pick another article to create. It's all to your credit. When you create, you're having more edits to your portfolio.
Your work is
Everything is edit. It's a teamwork. Whatever you are not able to finish, another person will finish it. Like in English Wikipedia, if I create an article in English Wikipedia right now, before you do it, somebody will come and check the spellings. You know, a Nigerian English, you think that you know English. Until you publish it there, you know that people who know English are more than you.
and they improve on it.
Yes. Like one Igala man, he said that he had been speaking English all his life in Nigeria here, when he had his children, he didn't want any of his children to speak because all of them were Igbo names. Sent to school, anesthesia, all those names from the moon. So when he now traveled to America for a program, educational academic program, he was a speaker. So when he was speaking, then the Oyibo person would be like, he noticed the no, he noticed the mood of the people. So whenever he speaks his English, another person will translate it again in American English so that they will understand what he's saying. So after the whole program, he felt very embarrassed. He said, if with all my English, I cannot be able to be understood by white people who speak English like me. Anything English is out of my house. All his children, he has three girls. Those three girls, there was a program, African Language Conference in Port Harcourt last year. All his children, they recited a poem in Igala. All of them like that, including the smallest one. In fact, the name here in school now is all Igala names. Now in his house, nobody speaks any other language but Igala. His wife is Igala, but she was born in Zaria. So she understands more of Hausa. But coming to his house, she understands the language courtesy of him. So that's how it is. So yes, yeah, yes. So
Yeah, yeah, that is. Actually, I came up speaking when these issues came up. Personally, now I go to church, I carry my Bible. I don't have any Bible in my phone, only my language Bible. You preach your English, I read my somebody else invited to a good church to preach in the language. They were like, where is this man coming from? You look Polish, you look young, but you speak the language in Polish. Okay, I have a collection of things, and I wrote them and they in my design. But I brought them in the language. I now brought the English from help those people their. So you can make a whole see, you can make money in this thing. I went to this somewhere. I knew what I was going to tell them about it. So I went to the books in the news. After selling the books, I built the day. I said, really, you don't give me time for that. I have money for that. So you organize a program, I come with like 20 books. I sell it at 400 naira. Where am I going to? Am I going to Lagos? I have transport to go back. So I'll tell you one. So you can work on this. And you have a lot of things in the language inside of you. If you don't begin to work like that, you don't know they are there. So what is really something we are promoting and we're very, very happy to promote it. So the younger ones, please take this as a challenge.
and and so another one to add to that very one, you can see even in the Bible something like that happened. Nehemiah, and then Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 25. I don't know if some of us have read this one before. Nehemiah, there was a period when the Jews were taken to exile, and most of their children didn't know how to speak their language. Many of them. So what Nehemiah did was he would call the men out, he would pull their head out of their head. Inside Bible, inside Bible. So before we say that this one is not that is not biblical for us to be speaking our language, or maybe English language is a kind of this is Jewish culture, because what was happening around that period is exactly what is happening in our region right now. Like the people that don't want us to exist anymore, they are the ones that will speak their language, and they will live out our own. It's exactly the same thing that happened during Nehemiah's period. Angry about the Jewish men. It doesn't mean because your wife is from another. Okay, what happened that the wife should speak her own language, you speak your own language. But most of like me, I never spoke my own language. And the names I was bearing in school was all Bible names. It was me that changed all of them like that to my native myself. Because that time I didn't even want to be associated with that language at all. If you speak my language in my school, you are embarrassing me. Just change overnight. And, and then right now we're the ones who are promoting the language itself. So so the Ukari has already been connected to Wikidata. And if you create the English Wikipedia, you see that somebody will come and then edit your English. Maybe you wrote center with TRE, and then the American person will come and then change it to TER. But some other time, there's another person that will come and put a template at the top, Nigerian English. Yes. And if Indians write an article for you, you will not be able to understand what they are writing. It doesn't sound like English, but it's still English. So they usually put another template, Indian English. So that's the way we to. The fact that you are the one who created the article doesn't mean that you own it. You are only contributing your own community. It's community service, whatever you want to be doing from this world. By the time that the people are going to come in your maybe in the next 50 years, it's based on your own services they will use to also develop themselves. And if I write an article, another person corrects the spelling, another person adds the length, another person adds the references, another person adds more citations to the one that existed. It's still growth for that very article. It makes it more authentic. So this is 12 o'clock on the dot. The next 1 hour 50, 1 hour 30 minutes, we'll have our lunch shared, and then before that very period, it's good that we connect our items to Wikidata, and then we have another website to touch on. That is the Translate Wiki. But that very Translate Wiki will have a very few people to work with, very few. So the rest of us are just keep on editing the incubator, while the few of us, because that one is very important. So Praise No has linked his own article to Wikidata. The same thing with Joseph Atebo. The same thing with Shekaro Ajifada. Yes. So you all have linked your own articles to, you have all added Wikidata. But then this one was not added or read in, you don't have to add the parentheses. Once you delete it, everything will fine. So you can edit. And also, whenever we are starting articles in the language, we start with bold. The name of the article will be showing in bold. We put three apostrophes before and after. Before and after. Three. One, two, three. The American one, the single one, not the British double.
How do you find that one? A capital letter.
Christopher Wama Mary. Yeah, you translated something. Your article yesterday was on song. Anwu wa wunu, but you translated Anwu za wa wunu. So somebody marked for deletion. They are part of the people that go through our articles. They are foreigners. So they are busy looking at our work, but many of them see the activity. So when they mark it, you have to put the Jukun translation and leave the English. So you translate it again. You go back to Amu Waunu. You see it is all in English right now. So once you are done with it, delete the English entirely. It's only Wakwa that should be there. Mm, you only translate, use the English to translate to Wakwa and then delete the English language. Leave only Wakwa. And then for Atebo, this is how you improve your on your article. This is Amuzawa Omu. This is how you improve on this one. You put three apostrophes before one, two, three. Small letters, starting with capital letter. Then any other one small letter. One, two, three. Brother. It will make it bold. Thick, bold. Then when you are done, you end it with a dot. Um, Yes, and then we have a category you must always add to your own article. This is the category Jukun Wikipedia Outreach. So you can see J is in capital letter, W is in capital letter, O is in capital letter. By the time you make this one in small letter, we are going to have issue. It won't work. It has to be exactly like this. And then we click on publish and then to publish. So by the time you click on this very Jukun Wikipedia Outreach, you see all the works we have done thus far. Are you still lost? Okay, where did you get lost? Let's start. Hmm. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay, to connect it to Wikidata. Okay, this is how you minimize your window. But can you minimize on your phone? Okay, then you search for Wikidata on your phone in the new window. Wikidata on your new window. Then you see Wikidata at the very top. Click on Wikidata.
Where again?
And then search for the item in the you want this using another edition. That's what it's
I don't.
another edition. Yes, that's the normal. You can find
Where am I looking into
then
next?
you minimize it. Go back to before you started.
I have to click
You are not using the that
what am I?
you are using go to Chrome, go to Chrome, yes, then search for
Event.
event, then color, Jukun Wikipedia Outreach. Jukun Wikipedia. No, no. Color not the high. Jukun Wikipedia Outreach. Spaces.
Outreach.
Just exactly. Just exactly. Just type Jukun Wikipedia. Type it. Just copy. Search for it.
Yeah. Great.
That no problem. Then you search for your own page. Now, if you want to
What
minimize,
one?
if you want to minimize, you go to this three dot, this one, this one, before you do it, and then search for new data. You can always come back.
Is that publication? Must be like not about here. I should click on.
And search for
What I was looking for.
search for
That is not that is
no, it has to be in English. Wikipedia is English. So we have a few gifts for those of us who are highest editors in this very program tomorrow. So we have about three shirts for the top editors. If you want a shirt, probably you increase your effort and then you get a shirt as a gift tomorrow of our program. Top. Uh, so let me say it again. For those of us who are highest editors tomorrow, the first top three would have shirts and cap. No, the shirts are not supposed to be motivation to you. Your motivation must be your interest to see your language in the world map. That should be the number one motivation. So that other one is just a gift for your effort because there are a lot to get if you actually put the right thing in front. But if you want to actually get